Hey YouTube family, how y'all doing? Oh, I miss you guys. I'm sorry. I've been posting a little on my IG, but I was supposed to get this video up over a week ago, and I just had a lot of life stuff come up. My son's health, and then I did edit the video in between things, and the edit messed up like 3 times. So it's good this time, and we're getting it out, and we're getting it on today. And we're doing polygel today, and we're gonna add these fall autumn glitters to it, which I think, especially if you're starting out, I really think I would suggest polygel. It's really easy, and it's definitely forgiving in the mess up area and stuff like that. So we're doing a fill. Look at me, I had glitter in it already. And that's a good thing about polygel. Like this way I'm doing it, if you do it and you get glitter in it, and then you're like, oh, I don't like it like that, you could just scrape it off. It's not like as final as acrylic might be. It's not gonna cure super fast. So I really enjoyed using the polygel. I was really surprised about its durability and it holding up, especially with as much work as I do with my hands. I just, for some reason, thought it was going to crumble and fall apart, but it's not yet. And it's been holding up really good. And this is like, I've done a couple fills on this side of my nails. I don't know why this is mirrored, because I don't know, but anyways. So I'm doing the fill, and when I do the fill, I'm going to bring the polygel all the way down to the tip, just because I'm not sure what kind of design I was going to do with the glitter and stuff. So I do my apex in the back, and then I drag just a small amount of polygel down the front of it, just enough to get it wet and cover it, because we are going to come back in and cap this glitter with some clear, just to keep it nice and in there, snug and protected. So we're going to fill it in, get all the polygel on even, and then just, I didn't mix these glitters and do a glitter mix, so it was like on, I just add a little of each color in random spots as I go. So I didn't have a glitter mix, and then what are the chances of anyone else using it until next fall? So I just kept them separate and went through each little glitter and added it. And by the way, these glitters are from the lovely Dollar Tree, and they are chemical resistant. So I know they have another set of glitters there. Those are chemical resistant too. I haven't found any from there that aren't chemical resistant, unless they change their brands and stuff, or it's something that's not what I have. But so far from there, they've been good. Now, like the ones I've bought from Michael's and Joann's Fabric, some of those have actually not been good. But these cheap ones have been great so far, so you know I'm all about it. I was just trying to show you where I was trying to put my apex and stuff like that, and I pulled it too far forward. So all I'm going to do is brush it backwards. And then just always keeping the polygel off of my skin from around my cuticles and stuff, because I already have dermatitis, and you get contact dermatitis and other skin things from having monomer, and I had it before I started doing nails last year, or this year actually, and so that's not how I got it. It just runs in my family. I have eczema too, but you can, from over and over sorry again, catch contact dermatitis. I believe that's why they call it contact, because you've just been in contact with something. Your body is like so just be careful with that, and make sure you definitely have it away from your cuticles before you cook it, because it's better that way. If it is on the skin, sometimes it can cause lifting in that area. Sometimes you won't even see it until it grows out a little, and then you're like, oh, okay. I remember that was a spot that was on my skin. I filed it off, took it off, but then you still have a little lifting in that area. So that's just from my experience. So you can see I'm just taking, I even put the brush in the glitter, dab a little like tap it a little to get like a lot of the excess off, so I can just come in and dab it to the wet polygel and it sticks. So it's real easy. I like doing it this way. And after you dab it and get it to where you want it, you'll see me, I take it flat and down and then I just kind of pat the glitter into the polygel a little more. And I'm not doing this really rough at all because I really don't want to disturb the shape of the polygel I already got. Now sometimes if you're doing it for a long time or something, you might still have to reshape your polygel, but nothing dramatic. See, there's me patting it in. And then I was stupid and I'm sitting there holding my fingers with base coat on them underneath the glitter. So that's why the glitter is stuck to my fingers, because there's base coat on it. Duh. So I get the picture and I hold my fingers out later on, I believe, or I just keep screwing up. I'm not sure. I did this a while ago. But if you're doing it, keep your base coat fingers away from the glitter. Alright, so after we cook it, and then I'm just gonna put a layer of clear polygel on it and cap all the glitter in it and cook it again, and then finish file and top coat. I do not have a top coat for this video. My last one was the same. I don't know what's wrong with me hitting record on top coat time. So I put pictures on here at the very beginning and very end of what they look like with top coat. I mean, it's not that special, but I still tried to have it all and I didn't. Alright, so there I am putting the clear on. And of course sometimes it looks cloudy just like acrylic, but when you put the polish on, this polygel is actually really clear, I believe. But when you put the polish on, and it just shines right through. So don't get worried, you're not going to be able to see your glitter or anything. I really suggest polygel to anybody starting out because it's so simple and it's so forgiving. Because like even if I decided I didn't want to do this ombre glitter, or like the glitter that got up a little too high, I can just dig that right out before I cook it. So it's a lot more forgiving than acrylic, I believe. And I was so shocked by the durability in this polygel. I know Yayoge's polygel has been durable for me. I do a lot with my hands and not just mom stuff, regular normal stuff, just work and everything else. I do a lot with my hands and I'm always smashing them and getting my actual like fingernails twisted up and stuff. Like I'll get them stuck and stuff. I'm kind of clumsy too, so, and it's definitely really durable. It surprised me a lot. For some reason I just thought I was going to wear it for a couple days and it was just going to start crumbling. I was going to knock it and it was going to crack or it was going to fall off, and they haven't. I've been feeling these nails for a while, for weeks now, and they're still holding on strong. I haven't got any cracks in them. Just a little lifting right in the back, like around the cuticle area. After it grows out, there'll be a spot here and there, but other than that, it's been really good. I was gonna say too about the bubbles, because in the beginning I use that thing and I poke it. If you see bubbles in your polygel, just make sure to pop them and then just fix the polygel back around it, shape it back up after you pop the bubble. Because you don't want bubbles in the polygel, because it will, after it cooks, it's just going to be like a crater in your polygel. So I just wanted to mention that, because I don't think I had mentioned about the bubbles in the polygel. Every once in a while you just get a bubble from squeezing it out of the tube or something during application. I usually get it at the very beginning when I squeeze it out of the tube and get it on my nail. Sometimes there's a bubble right underneath, like a huge one. And you just have to pop it and then move on and reshape it back. And sometimes there's small ones from patting it and stuff, and just pop it so you don't have a hole. This polygel is so smooth and so durable. I love it. trying to think what else to tell you guys. And Polygel, you don't have to have an electric drill with. It's so smooth with hand filing. I mean, if I was going to begin again, I would have definitely started with Polygel. I feel it's a lot for more forgiving, and you can still learn a lot with structure and application and stuff like that you would cross over into your acrylic after you got your Polygel down. It would help you build these skills and stuff. So I really think it's a good thing to have, and maybe even start out with first, because the prep and stuff's the same too. So, and I did prep these before I did them. And even, I don't know if you can see when I turn my nail sideways, it's got that little hump in it because I knocked it with the drill doing somebody else's nails. But I can cover it with this Polygel just like I would fill it in with a dry ball of acrylic to bring it down a little. This Polygel is going to do the same thing. It's going to shape the side right there and straighten it up. See, I just bring it right over it and build the little thing that wasn't there. I was going to say wall, but I didn't want to say build the wall in the same sentence. I'm shutting up. Hey guys, real fast, one thing I wanted to mention. Okay, so I just cured it, and then it looks like I'm brushing the Polygel, but I'm really making sure there's no more loose glitter. So you can use a brush. You could, like the first fingernail, I used my actual alcohol pad and wiped it off, but then I want to keep the sticky layer on there, so when I put the clear on top, so I don't suggest doing it like that. So you could just use like a harder brush, like that you get dust out of your fingernails with, or just how I did, go over it with the brush just to get the loose glitter away. So when you encapsulate the glitter, that there's not loose glitter in your clear or something like that, and it's not like going to the wrong area than where your design is. So I just wanted to make sure I mentioned that. And the only reason we're capping, I wanted to mention too, is because when we come back and file and shape them, because you don't have to cap to make it like real thick and stuff, you just want to cap it to protect the glitter from when you're filing and stuff like that. Or like if you didn't put structure in it, yeah, you want to cap it and put your structure in with your clear. But these, I kept pretty much my structure when I did my fill. I put my apex in structure, so that's why when I'm putting my clear on, I'm starting at the bottom and then going to the top. Does that make sense? Starting at the free edge and then going towards the cuticle. So my thinner area is at the cuticle. So basically backwards of my fill, because I don't need a lot of thickness at the top. I just am putting the clear on it. So when I go to file them and shape them, I'm not going into my into my glitter and messing up my design and my glitter. I just wanted to make that clear because I know I did see a couple comments that were people that haven't started Polygel yet and that are interested in doing it. So not everybody already knows, but some people do. So I just wanted to kind of make it more informative and stuff like that. All right, if I think of anything else, I'll jump in. But besides that, I'll just be quiet so we could chill and watch the video together. All right, you guys, we're almost to the end of the video, and I forgot to hit record on the top coat. I apologize. I put a picture. It looked beautiful. The clear was clear enough for the glitter to shine through. So there's a picture there if you want to pause it and check them out real fast. There's a picture on the IG. Speaking of on my IG, I posted for this Thursday is wear purple to support domestic violence. Anybody is welcome to join the collaboration. I just really want to support it and try to help get awareness. Domestic violence feeds in silence, and there's women that go through it, men that go through it, and people don't know there's help. So just getting the awareness and getting it out there, wearing purple. Somebody asked you about it, you can tell them, yeah, look, there's this 1-800 number, and there is a national 1-800 number for it. So that's about all. I love you guys. Y'all have a blessed week, and I have some really good friends joining my collab with me, so I hope you guys really enjoy it. It's the first one I've ever done and did myself, started myself, because it's something I really believe in. I love you guys. Thank you again. Y'all have a good one.